right now. I'm just over here with my babies. Maybe take a little nap with them. Don't mind the long string, it happens. But I need to get my energy back 100% so I can just start getting stuff done. So I'm just out here thinking about where I'm gonna put, oh, I got the shakes. Let me put this down on a little mount for you.
Look at how I'm living.
I get to run equipment.
I'm living. I'm taking what I'm giving. Just look at how I'm living. Just look at how I'm living.
All right, bringing the trailer fully loaded out here to the property right now. And honestly, I don't really know where I should put it. So I gotta get some stuff off of it that needs to be off of it right here. But I'm contemplating moving the fifth wheel to sit north and south versus east and west, so that I can get some sun to dry this area out over here and actually give some morning sunshine. So if you want to sit out in the sun, you can, instead of having to walk way out here where I'm at. Trailer is right there. You can see the butt end of it right there, ass end of it. But yeah, I need to make a decision. I'm definitely thinking I'm gonna move the fifth wheel, but then that means I gotta hand dig a trench for the water line, and I gotta move a bunch of this timber over here, which I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna back the trailer up right now. So, as you can see, pick up this racking. It's a 25B, whatever that means, I don't know. I need to look into it, because this stuff is, it's only 2 foot wide. The other stuff was going to be 4 foot wide for this racking I was going to get to build the building with. Excuse my cough, I'm still, hacking and coughing, a little bit sick. Snotty, very snotty. But this stuff is a little bit, I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember what the other stuff looks like. Maybe I'm gonna have to go on an expedition to the big box store. But I need to look at this to figure out which beams I need to get, because I did not get any beams for this. And those are the separators, or what you would typically call in a regular building build, or a metal shed build, or whatever, barn dough. You would call that a purlin, and I need the purlins to sit on the outside to attach the metal to, and actually attach a 2x4 or whatever I decide to, however I decide to do it. I may go straight into this stuff, but it's pretty thick. That could be a pain in the butt. So I probably won't go that route, but I do need them so that I can set up the interior shelving and the openings that are going to be in my windows, and for my doors, the garage doors as well. So I need to get that figured out. Now there's 14 sticks here, and 2 of them have been cut down to, I don't even know. The trailer's 14 foot long, and they don't look like there's 2 foot hanging off, so I'm gonna say these are 16s. That's what we're shooting for. But these are gonna be stacked, and I'll put a little display of it right now, and I just did a quick Excel floor plan layout so I could kind of figure this stuff out in my head and visualize it a little bit. But I'll put that right over here. And then I've got my tank. So being that I don't know where, well, I know now where the actual home site's going to be built, I got this tank that I can have pumped out. And I got a killer steal of a deal on this thing, because I think rental on this in 2.5 months time is more than I paid for this, plus the dumping of it within that 2.5 months time. So I got a killer deal. I just need to find someone local that can come and dump it for me, and then what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and get this thing pumped out, twice a month or something. That way I can take showers and I can go to the bathroom out here and I can come stay out here and not have to drive into town, which it really isn't that far, but I can be off grid out here. And then up here, now I wouldn't say that I'm a junk collector. I am a collector of things I can repurpose, rebuild, and reuse, which is why I'm building the building the way I'm building it. So I only went to get the purlins and this tank, or not purlins, but the racking plus this this shitter tank right here, and that's it. But the guy that I went to, man, he's got a collection of junk, which is awesome because I needed some metal, which is buried over here, and I got an axle on this side, which I'll show you in a second. But I got this little dump cart. These things are pretty darned expensive. I don't have anything to pull it with yet, but my ambition is going to be to put a third wheel on it that I can actually hook up to the winch. And I've got a bunch of logs downhill right here, which right now I don't think my truck will be able to make it back up the hill because of the sticky, gooey mess that's out there. But I need to get, you know, lumber from way back in the hills back over here after I buck it up. And this thing should be pretty good. I'm going to beef it up a little bit. I'm going to put some different wheels on it. These ones are a little seized up on this axle. I'm going to put bigger wheels on it. And then, but wait, there's more. So what I've got an axle that I'm going to make a cart, which is going to allow me to take all of these logs back here and all of this logs over here with this axle right here and that material I just talked about. Put you down. Oh wait, you're probably in the sun. Put you down over here. Well, we will wobble. But I got this axle. It actually has a sprocket already on it, and I only got it because it was 10 bucks. I can't buy the hubs. These are machined. Yeah, these are all machined aluminum hubs, and this is a inch and almost a 2-inch axle. So I've got all the components that I need to actually make a little tripod where I can winch the tree up, and then I'll make a third wheel, so I'll have a third leg, and I'll hook it up to the winch, and I can pull them up here with ease and not have to do anything else other than get it up, pull it up this direction, which that's going to make and save a world of time when I'm processing all this lumber out here and my back. So that's the big thing. What else do I got here? I think that's pretty much it, really. Oh, I scored a toolbox. So previously in my life, before we moved to Tennessee, I was flipping toolboxes left and right. So I had a different toolbox in my truck. Not that I actually use my truck for any type of work activities, short of going and picking up the materials I was buying. But I sold all my toolboxes. And I'm a guy that likes a toolbox that's hidden in the bed. I don't like everybody to be able to see a big giant toolbox and be like, oh, hey, all I need is a screwdriver and I can get into that thing and see what's in there for me. So I found one, and it's actually an in-box bed. And now that I put the tonneau cover back on the truck, or what do they call this thing? The back flip that you can actually stand on. Now I'm protected with my tools a little bit. I mean, out of sight, out of mind, right? So I can actually put a lot more tools in the bed of my truck. And that's why I put the cover back on, so that I could put stuff in there and not have to worry about it being seen and or getting wet from any of the rainstorms or anything else, moisture, you know, that kind of stuff that's directly dew dropping on it, whatever. So I've got, you know, some of my tools in the back of the truck. That way when I come out here until I get my shop up and running, or pull my other trailer out here, which I'll probably do that as soon as I get some more infrastructure out here with the solar system set up. That way I can get the security cameras going on a 100. I can get more security cameras out here because I already have a lot, but I want to be able to make sure that my tools are covered, because I love my tools. I love my tools more than I love a lot of things in life. So with that being said, trying to get this all set up to where I can be comfortable with leaving my equipment out here, not have to worry about anyone messing with it, which I haven't had any issues or problems yet. I've only had a couple of looky-loos pull into my driveways that my cameras have caught, on my 4 different driveway cameras anyway. But then I've got, you know, 20 acres that direction that I only have cameras miscellaneously throughout for deer cams and whatnot, for animals. So I've got to get this in place, get my light up. Like I said, it looks like a tripod over there. Somebody watching me watch you? That looks weird. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I got. Oh, and my visit with Comet Troy is pretty good. He has a badass piece of equipment now. Comet Troy, more props to you, bro. You're going to be able to do a lot of work with that thing, especially with all the attachments that you have coming. I can't wait to watch your videos that are coming out. Once you get all that stuff going, that thing is amazing. He got the KX50 or KX80, something like that. It's bigger than the UB48 and the UB55 that, you know, we had here on Wild and Free Tennessee. So he's going to have some real fun with that. He's got every attachment you can imagine for it. So it's pretty awesome. Look forward to seeing those videos. Which I think Liv will love. Cool. I just need to find a quad now. The host form is happy. Got it running again. Pull handle broke. Previously, the whole storm would not start. I tried to do a few things with it, and I tried to tune it a little bit, clean out the airbox and chain, and it wouldn't start for me. That was when I was really sick. I should have been trying anyway. But I've got the chain for the Husqvarna. I got a new one, the right one. Hopefully it works, because the other previous chain that was suggested said, no, I ain't fitting on that bar. It was probably a good, what was it? It was a 78, and these are 80 link. 80 link is what it's supposed to be. However, when I searched it online on the good old TS site, it didn't come up. So, oh, I forgot my knife. Well, I have like 12 in the truck. Let's just bare rip this thing open. But I'll be happy with this when it's going again, because like you saw in the previous video, this is a brand new saw. And then someone ran it into well, the ground and everything else. And it had only been run for maybe 20 or 30 minutes at that point in time. All right, let's see what we can do to get this bad boy on. Make sure we put the chain on right. And that's backwards. There we go. Didn't spend all the money for a brand new chainsaw, and only used it one time, and then it got broken by somebody else. Oh, this feels so nice. So nice on my fingers. So that other chain, the things that ride inside the bar here, they're screwed up. The little catch right here, I guess to keep the chain from whipping back and getting you, that was messed up as well. It's all chewed up. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. He was running it while the chain wasn't even on it for a while to cause that kind of damage. Because it destroyed the chain. Not just a little bit. It destroyed it. Let's get this thing all tightened down a little bit. See if we can get this chain on track. Now this is the only, it's only got a single nut. I don't know if that's what makes a difference on that or what, but why is it throwing the chain? Come on. There we go. Let's get this tightened down a little bit. A little pressure. I don't like that it only has one bolt. I'd rather have two like my other saws. That's way too tight. And I still haven't figured out how tight it is. Well, looks like we're in business. Chain moves. The chain actually rolls. And I don't know how tight it's supposed to be, but that was the other thing that happened. The guard fell off when he lost the nut. I don't know. We'll make Isaac explain that when he's back out here. Chain moves. See if we can fire this thing up. How many poles? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the little bullseye. And it's in the off position. Let's put it into the on position. Full choke. I'm saying three poles. I think that was 2. Gotta get warmed up a little bit. What really sucks right now is my mind is telling me build, but my snottiness is telling me no, and my body aches and everything else. Man, I just want to be out here building. I just want to be out here doing something constructive or destructive, one of the two. It don't matter to me, but I need to get this one cut up. I just cut the butt end of it off right there. I don't know why we're saying butt end today, but we are. I got to get this out of the way so I can get my fire pit going, start getting rid of some of this debris, and then be able to use some of this ash over here in the garden as well. But I've got this pit that needs to get on fire, but I got a lot of stuff around it. It'll catch fire. And it's quiet, it's peaceful. The wind's blowing. If the wind wasn't blowing, I'd probably feel a little bit better, but right now I'm just over here with my babies. Maybe take a little nap with them. Don't mind the long string, it happens. But I need to get my energy back 100% so I can just start getting stuff done. So I'm just out here thinking about where I'm gonna put, oh, I got the shakes. Let me put this down on a little mount for you. There we go. So I just need to get some measurements and stuff. I'm gonna look around as I see the sun going across the horizon. I'm trying to figure out where my best placement of a lot of things are, such as where my chicken coop's gonna go. Do I wanna keep my chicken coop to the outside where the animals can freely come at it in the middle of the night and nothing be seen? Obviously I'll have a bunch of solar lights and stuff like that, motion activated stuff. But, you know, like on my face right here, half of it's getting shaded because of my hat, obviously. But there's a bunch of trees over there too. So I gotta take that into account. And then I'm debating if I put my chicken coop over here where we're gonna have some of our other animals at, and then keep the garden behind me by itself. Probably what I'm gonna end up doing and then I'm putting the chicken coop over here up on this hill. But I need to make sure and keep it out of the way so that when I start erecting the building, that the building's not in the way of the chicken coop or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And then I gotta be able to have access to all this stuff. So I got a lot of lumber to move and a lot of lumber to cut, get done. Maybe we'll have a neighbor stop by right now. Oh, I'm all just sprawled out. Nope, didn't want to. So I'm just gonna do some planning today, I think. I know I got my saws running, so that makes me happy. I know that I'll be able to come out here when I'm 100%, or at least 75, 80%. I'm not there yet. So I'm gonna get some measurements. I gotta get the solar ready. I gotta figure out the trailer where I'm gonna move the trailer. I'm moving it, and it is what it is, I guess. I'm just gonna have to figure out what I want to do with it, truly. And I do believe that I want it the other way, so it faces north and south instead of east and west. That way I get a little bit more dryness out here, because everything else is dry except for right where it's shaded all day long. So I'm gonna mess with that a little bit and just be peaceful for a while. Thanks a lot. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Please share this with your friends, because you know, I like sharing what I'm doing, so why don't you like sharing what I'm doing so that your friends can do it? We can all do it together. And hey, hit me up, hit up Kim. Check out some of our other items that we got going on. Have a great day. Be kind to each other.